in the world you're from the Netherlands, from the UK. In fact, wherever you may be, you'll probably find your fellow countrymen here in Doha. A lot of British. That young man put the smiles on the British faces yesterday. And we are ready to go for the start of the quarterfinals today. We'll start in the light flyweight division, the little guys. And that division is wide open because the top two seeds already eliminated as we go into today. Bantamweights follow. We'll step up to light welters and then into the middleweight division. And then the big guys, the heavyweights, in action today. We've seen some wonderful characters already in this tournament. It really can be a place to make your name in this sport. Remember, we start in the light flyweight division. The great Chinese star, Zhu Shiming, won this back in 2011. That led to Olympic gold. That's what winning a World Championships here can do as we move to within a year of the 2016 Olympics in Rio. That's on the mind of these athletes getting ready today. We'll start with Robert Ladon of the Philippines up against the Pole David Jagerinski in Ring B today. And a busy day in store. Arena filling up nicely. The crowds really have come out in support of this event so far this week. Mind, it's no big surprise, Doha really becoming one of the world sporting venues. Of course, it will host the 2022 Football World Cup, the 2019 Athletics World Championship. In fact, the World Handball Finals took place in this very building at the start of 2015. This, though, the first time we've seen the World Boxing Championships in Doha. But the crowds certainly here appreciating what they've seen over the first 5 days of action. Our first contest underway momentarily then here at the Ali bin Hamad Al Attaya Arena. Don't forget, if you want more information on this tournament, log on to the website www.AIBA2015. There's a new app available as well on your website to follow the action all the way with us here or online. Right then, here we go. Action underway momentarily. We start with the little guys. The light flyweights, a division which is wide open. Top two seeds already gone. So a great chance for Rogan Ladon and David Jagerinski to make a name for themselves.
In ring A is a 49-kilogram light flyweight bout.
فرق الأحمر من الفلبين.
In the red corner, representing the Philippines, Rogan Ladon.
Rogan Ladon, just 21 years old, comes into this one ranked 17th in the world. He should be confident. He eliminated the number 2 seed, the world number 2, the number 1 seed, just Lito Velasquez Altimera in the previous round. He's up against his 22-year-old Pole, David Jagerinski, world ranked number 47. He got a bye in round 1. This then just his second contest here in Doha this week. Got rid of the Bulgarian Tinko Batov in his first contest. Manny Pacquiao was here a couple of days ago. He was watching Robert Ladon very closely. Filipino boxing on the rise. That though won't come into thinking of the poll. He has his eyes set on a place in the final four. Remember, no Birkin Zakhiov here. The Kazakh boxer not in Doha this week. Adding to that, the top two seeds already gone. This light flyweight division wide open.
Representing Azerbaijan, Roshan Hoysenov.
Boxers almost ready to go. Rovshan Husinov is the man in the middle. Our judges for this one from Kazakhstan, Argentina, Turkey, Puerto Rico and Russia. Remember, we only score 3 judges of the 5. And we may well need the judges here. These two fantastic on the eye, technically gifted. Have they got a knockout finish in them? Final instructions from referee Husinov. Touch gloves. And our first quarter-final is underway momentarily.
Round 1.
Ladon immediately tries to instigate the first attack of this first round. Straight onto the front foot. Good counter from the pole. Good work from Ladon, although the referee wants the hands up. Not scoring with many of these shots so far, but certainly the aggressor in this opening 45 seconds. Well, the Filipino certainly throwing more, not connecting with a lot so far. Jagerinski happy just to box off the back foot. Throwing less, but maybe connecting with more in the first half of this round. Good right hook from the pole, over the top. Good shot inside from Ladon there. But not following it up. The pole clever, hanging on. Nice shot inside from the Filipino. Knocked the head back of Jagerinski there. Polish corner there. Just telling their man to box. Certainly doesn't look like he wants to be the aggressor at the pole here. Happy to stand on the back foot. Took that one though. Good left hand from Ladon. Well, Pacquiao not in Doha anymore. But I suspect the former world champion would have been impressed by the aggressive style of his fellow Filipino here. He's looking to take the contest to his Polish opponent, who's now opened up above that right eye. First round coming to a close here. Rogan Ladon takes the high five from his corner. You know, he's had the better of that round. All three judges siding with the Filipino. He should be confident. Remember, beats Joselito Velasquez Altamira, the Mexican #2, world #2 in the previous round. And with the top 2 seeds eliminated, the world #17 might fancy his chances of causing something of an upset here in Doha. As the blue corner get to work on Jagerinski's eye.
Round 2.
A lot impressed with the work he did there in that first round. Very much the aggressor. Looks like he's happy to start the second round in much the same manner. Straight in to the Polish boxer. Good work. Throwing punches. In truth, they're not all landing, but he's throwing punches in 3s and 4s. And slowly but surely you can see the pole being worn down here. Good shot, maybe a little bit low from the Filipino. Starting to work on Jagerinski's body. That went right down the middle. Not much coming back now from the pole. A real onslaught from this young Filipino. Taking his time, picking his punches now. Jagerinski trying to throw back, but the zip of his punches in the first round looks like it might be leaving him. Referee having a word there, reminding both men just to keep the punches up. Keep the heads up. Doctor just having a look at the eye of this 22-year-old Pole. Ladon certainly opened him up inside that first round. As we just look back at some of the best of what we've seen in this second. That's why we don't look at this, tell you the doctors are taking a real good look at that left eye. This one may well be over. The doctor's looking worried. Doing a lot of work. A lot of blood coming now from the right eye of Jagerinski. Rogan Ladon may well find himself in the semi-finals earlier than he thought. Corner happy for the Pole to continue for now. Roshvan Kosinov restarts the second round. Right, what can the Pole do? He's got work to do. It's been all Ladon so far. Another good shot from the Filipino, low to the body. Rogan Ladon finding time just to pick his punches into range, connect, then step out. And at the minute, Jagerinski doesn't seem to have any response as we come to the end of round 2. again incurring the wrath of the referee for going in with his head first. Once again, officials siding with Rogan Ladon. All in favour of the 21-year-old Filipino. Work to do for the Pole. He's going to have to find something special in this final third round. Otherwise, his World Championships will end today here in Doha.
Dawaj go. Długie ciosy, długie ciosy.
Seconds out.
Baba, magliko, hindi mo muna ha? Last minute, sige.
So Rogan Ladon, 3 minutes away from a place in the semi-finals of the 2015 World Championships here in Doha.
Stop.
If he can continue as he has done, box clever,
Box.
he'll be the first man into the final four of Doha 2015. Jagerinski trying to find a way back into this final round. Ladon too quick, too clever.
Box.
Landing with the left-right combination, a good left to the body, and every time able to step out, not take a shot as he steps back.
Stop.
And it's continued to frustrate
Please.
David Jagerinski.
Coach, please. Please. Let's go.
Filipino Cornish working on the body protection.
Box.
As Ladon goes straight in with the low shots. Another good shot with the left hand.
Head up.
Oh, good shot as they broke from the pole.
Head up.
That might give him
Head up,
confidence
head
here.
up.
Straight away, Ladon back on the offensive. And this has been very much the story of this first contest of the day here. One-way traffic. This one likely to be a shutout.
No sleeping. No blues. No sleeping.
The pole reaching, not finding anything but fresh air there. As we move into the last minute.
Head up, blue, head up. Polish, head up.
You might have heard a bell there. That's the other quarter-final in this division is complete. I suspect Rogan Ladon will find himself in those semi-finals in 40 seconds time. Really good display from this 21-year-old Filipino. It perhaps should come as no surprise after eliminating the world number 2 to get this far. He looks like a man full of confidence.
Stop. Head up, no more, okay, last, okay? Box.
Final word then from the referee, Rushinov, asking the Pole to keep his head up.
No holding, no holding. Stop.
And that's time on this one. They both know, Rogan Ladon knows he's done enough to earn a spot in the final four here. Very good performance from this Filipino. Comfortable all the way. Every time the Pole looked to get something off, always had an answer, always able to come back with a shot of his own. Very good performance. find out very shortly
الفائز
who he'll meet
المباراة الأولى على
in the
الحلبة
semi-finals. Official decision then, just to
In
confirm.
ring A, the winner on points. In the red corner, representing the Philippines,
Confirmation then. All three judges scoring that one in favour of Rogan Ladon. He can sit back now and watch the second quarter-final, find out who his opponent will be in the final four. Confirmation then, all three judges scoring in favour of the Filipino. He's through to the last four. We'll find out in just a moment who he'll face.
المباراة الثانية على الحلبة ألف وزن 49 كيلوغرام.
The next event in ring A is a 49-kilogram light flyweight bout.
الفرق الأحمر من منغوليا.
In the red corner, representing Mongolia, Gankhuyag.
Here comes the Mongolian, Abdin Gankhuyag. 22-year-old is ranked 18th in the world.
In the blue corner,
He's up against the Russian, Vasily Egarov. Our fourth seed here at Doha 2015, ranked 10th in the world coming into this event. Didn't box in the prelims, he got given the bye and then got rid of Britain's Harvey Horn to reach the quarter-finals and looked very good doing it. The Mongolian beat Japanese boxer Tomoyo Sobi to reach this stage, also given a bye in the preliminary, so both men should be fairly fresh.
ستظهر أسماء البطولة على الحلبة ألف مباشرة على الحلبة.
The judges decide to ring A are now decided on the score.
Mongolian crowd up for this one.
The referee in ring A, representing Brazil, Jonas.
And Russia with a great history at these championships. Mongolia, though, have produced some warriors themselves. Referee for this one, Jones Silva de Rosario of Brazil.
No blow. Okay.
Our officials here from Argentina, from Great Britain, from Algeria. Once again, only 3 of the 5 will score as we get our second quarter-final underway. Tentative start. It is the Russian looking to be the aggressor, although I use that term relatively because both look as if they'd rather box this one on the back foot. Some nice shots there from Egarov. Good double left from the Russian. That lovely southpaw stance. Difficult for the Mongolian to find room for his shots without taking plenty in return. All good work from the Russian. Gankhuyag looking to find shots of his own, but every time he's thrown so far in this first round, Egarov has come back with shots of his own. coaches will be aware. World number 10 from Russia is a dangerous competitor here. Bearing in mind, we've already lost the top 2 seeds in this division.
That's okay.
Egarov will really fancy his chances this week here, Doha 2015. More good work. Right-left combination. Fast hands. Egarov. He certainly looks to be on his way to taking this first round. Gankhuyag though with a good shot on the inside. Good left hand. That brought cheers to the Mongolian crowd.
Okay. Box.
Good shots again from this 22-year-old Mongolian. He's certainly come to fight. He's finding it tough to get his shots off against Egarov, a really classy Russian operator. Every time the Mongolian lands, Egarov comes back with 2 of his own. Once again there, good work on the counter. Space opened up. 3-4 shots landing. Another shot just on the belt from Egarov. I suspect all 3 judges will side with the Russian, and they have done as well. Tough first 3 minutes for Gankhuyag. It is our 4th seed from Russia who has the early advantage. It was messy at times, not everything connected. But when you throw that volume of punches, law of averages says you're going to connect with enough. Didn't take a lot going the other way.
7 down. Round 2.
Watch the head. Watch the head. Okay. Boxing.
The referee just reminding these 2 to keep their heads up. Has changed the sport somewhat since we lost the head guards. A lot more like watching professional prize fighting, if you like. Certainly more aggressive.
Head up.
These 2 going very much going to the heads and the body. Good to see them both happy to go downstairs as well. Egarov though giving us a real demonstration of classy boxing in this division. It's going to take a good man to stop him. As we look at the Mongolian's face now, really marked up on that left-hand side. Those fans will try and lift their man.
Stop!
But it might take more from the crowd here. He really has his work cut out. Egarov finding ways to get through every time. Good shot on the inside there. Almost landing the big uppercut.
Move, okay? Box.
Referee just reprimanding the Russian for turning.
Good
shot there. Gankhuyag certainly backs up the Russian. That might earn his respect. Another good shot on the left.
Okay. Box.
Second warning for leading with the head. It's been a better round for the Mongolian here. He's certainly established himself slightly.
Break. Stop.
Don't know if it's done him enough
Break.
to win this one, but certainly will have earned the Russians' respect. Good shot with the right from Egarov, and then straight out of there. Hit but don't get hit, that's what they say. Egarov doing exactly that. The ref calls for the clean break. Both men starting to tire now. Good shot from the Mongolian. Oh. It's down. I think the referee's going to call that one a slip. Yeah. Pushed down by Egarov rather than knocked down there. Referee certainly being kept busy in this one. As we come to the end of round 2. How have the judges seen that round? Looks like the Mongolian's found his way back into this one. Yet 2 of the judges have awarded that one to Gankhuyag. Back in this contest now. Big finish from the Mongolian in round 3. He could find himself in the final 4. Well, perhaps we're rising off the Mongolian too soon. Egarov with work to do if he's to find his way into the semi-finals. Dominated the first round, but has let the Mongolian back into this one in the second somewhat. Really good performance from Gankhuyag in that second round. He's got himself back into this. This could be a really good final 3 minutes of boxing. Referee just reminding both men not to lead with the head. Egarov back on the front foot here. Gankhuyag countering, though. Good shot from the Mongolian with his left. Both men looking to get on the offensive here. This looks like it could be the best 3 minutes of this contest. Both men going for this now. Place in the final 4 at stake. Silva de Rosario asking the guys to break. They want it, but don't let this get too messy. Everything to play for here in Doha here. A place in the final 4 up for grabs. Both men know they've got a realistic chance of a place in the semi-finals of this 2015 World Championships. As the Russian corner just checked the glove there. The tape had come loose. And the Mongolians in the crowd really urging their man forward. Well, it took a good shot to get one there though. Both men throwing. Oh, great stuff here in Doha. Good shot again to the body from Gankhuyag. Is this catching the eye of the judges? He's worked his way back into this contest against the highly rated Egarov. And Egarov looks tired here. Has he got enough to see this one through? Comes into the final round with the slightest of leads, but he's going to have to impress the judges. Both men looking tired. The Mongolian crowd roaring their man, urging him to go forward. May not have the strength or energy to get the knockout, but might be able to do enough to win favour of the judges. Catch the eye. Once again, Silva de Rosario warning both men to break. Not going with the head. Good shots from the Russian there. Straight down the middle. He's finding the gap. And again, the official just asking the fighters not to lead with the head. So difficult though. Both men now looking really tired. It's been a really good contest. It's at times borders on getting messy, but both putting so much into this. As we approach the last 15 seconds, what have you got? Who's going to take their place in the final 4? This one could still be on a knife edge. Last few seconds. Can anyone find the difference maker? Really good contest. Well done to both Gankhuyag and Vasily Egarov. Really good fight that. Mongolian crowd sitting down now. I think they probably know their man hasn't done quite enough He gave it everything, though, against Vasily Egarov, who might just be the best light flyweight left here in Doha. And the Mongolians on their feet in the crowd. Has their man done enough?
الفائز على الحلبة ألف.
In ringing the winner on points from the blue corner, representing the Russian.
It is the Russian, Vasily Egarov, who goes through to the final four. Sportingly applauded by the Mongolian crowd. Gankhuyag looks desperately disappointed. He put everything in for rounds 2 and 3 there. Just not quite enough. It was close. Split the judges. Sri Lankan judge gave it. But it's the Russian who goes through. He's into the final four. He'll be a very tough man to beat here at Doha 2015. That's it, though, as far as the light flyweights are concerned. We're going to go up in weight now as we turn our attention to the bantamweights.
المباراة الثالثة على الحلبة ألف وزن 56 كيلوغرام.
The next event in ring A is a 56-kilogram bantamweight bout.
في الركن الأحمر من أوزبكستان.
In the red corner, representing Uzbekistan, Abdullayev.
Here's Murodjon Akhmadaliev, this 20-year-old from Uzbekistan. Look, in the blue corner from Thailand. Here is Chachai Budkai, 30 years old now, plenty of experience, the world number 5. Really good contest in store here. Akhmadaliev will be in his 3rd contest of this Doha 2015 World Championships. Got rid of the Italian Francesco Mieta in the preliminaries. And then beat the world number 1 from Kazakhstan, Yeralayov, to reach this stage. He should be full of confidence. Chachi.
The judges assigned to ring A are now displayed on the scoreboard.
Well, there is Akhmadaliev. Looks to have a quiet confidence. As the opponent taking the bows in centre ring. Final word from the corner to Chachi Putdi of Thailand. Referee for this one, Dexin Wang of China. The judges here from Puerto Rico, Canada, Great Britain, Turkey and Argentina. As we get ready for this, the first quarter-final of this 2015 bantamweight division. Good work straight away from Akhmadaliev, the younger man. Trying to force back Budki. Good shot from the type. Left hand to the body there.
Stop! Stop. Open. Okay. Box!
Referee just asking Akhmadaliev to keep the hand closed. Don't throw the open hand. You could rather unkindly call that slapping, but the showman from Uzbekistan trying to pressure. But trying to set the pace. Not landing with much so far. Really good division, the bantamweights over the past few years.
Stop!
Luke Campbell, of course, the Olympic champion, now plying his trades in the professional ring, likely to box for a world championship very soon. Alvarez, the Cuban, really special at this weight, 2011 world champion. Chalabayev of Azerbaijan, the reigning champion. Hard to judge this one so far. Not a lot landing in this first 2 minutes or so. Both men putting plenty in. Abdin very much trying to catch the Uzbeki as he comes in. Take advantage maybe of the 20-year-old's youthful exuberance. And Abdin, 30 years old now, he's been around. Abdullayev certainly throwing more. Referee just asking for the clean break. It'll be interesting to see how the judges score this one. Abdullayev certainly throwing more. And that has caught the judge's eye in that first round. All in favour of the youngster from Uzbekistan. Abdin content to box on the back foot to try and catch Abdullayev as he steps in. Had some success. Tie, not enough to catch the attention of the judges though. It's at the corner, wants him just to perhaps be slightly more proactive. Try and back Abdullayev up with the jab and then try and exert himself, not do everything on the counter. As we see the locals enjoying themselves here in Al-Saka. First time these championships have been held in Doha, but this really is a sporting venue if ever there was one. They really want to bring the top sporting events to Qatar, and they will do over the next few years. The Football World Cup here in 2022, World Athletics Championship in 2019. This is not the first time we've seen the World Boxing Championships here. If you read the local media here, it would seem the Qataris very impressed with what they've seen. As Chachi tries to force his way back into this now. Still on the back foot, still allowing Abdullayev of Uzbekistan to dictate the pace. But the Thai throwing more than he did in the first round as Abdullayev does land with that big left. Referee breaks them. Well, Chachi Abdin looks more comfortable on the back foot. He takes a shot to the left there. Really good left hand from the Uzbeki there. Referee just checking Abdin. Reprimanding Abdullayev there. Referee was saying it was the open hand. Certainly connected with plenty of force. again. But they're just trying to box off that back foot, but to be aggressive at the same time. It worked for him in the preliminaries when he got rid of Mykola Butsenko, the Ukrainian world number 9. Akhmadaliev, though, finding ways to land here, finding the way to be the more aggressive, to dictate the pace of this contest. Good work again from the Uzbeki.
Hold it. Hold it.
10 seconds to go in this second round. It's been bitty. Again, we've seen 1 or 2 really good shots land. But neither man really dominating, really taking full control. Find out if the judges have gone with Akhmadaliev again. I suspect they will. Nurjan Akhmadaliev dictating the pace of the round. He's taken it again. All 3 judges siding with the young 20-year-old. The tie will point to 1 or 2 shots, which landed very cleanly. That's a really good shot there, though, from Akhmadaliev. Really rocked foot deep backwards. Perhaps that was the one that caught the judge's eye. All 3 then in favour of this young 20-year-old from Uzbekistan. He knows now if he boxes clever in this final 3 rounds, he's boxing his way into the final 4.
Okay.
The third and final round.
Well, they've got a habit of producing outstanding boxers in Uzbekistan. As Akhmadaliev just performs splits there, perhaps that would have been more in keeping with the gymnastics arena. Doesn't seem to have put him off, though. He tries to fire back with a few shots of his own, trying to find a way back into this contest. He's going to have to stop Akhmadaliev, you would imagine, here. And if the tie does come looking, that might just suit Akhmadaliev. He might just take advantage. We've seen the power already in that left hand. And he looks like he's going to get better and better. Just 20 years old, Akhmadaliev. Looking ever so comfortable in this ring here. Butli has looked good in the first 2 rounds. Not good enough, though, to trouble Akhmadaliev. Food for thought here. Michael Conlon of Ireland, remember, also boxing in the quarterfinals of this bantamweight competition. Could beat Akhmadaliev in the final. Won't meet in the final 4, the opposite side of this draw. Akhmadaliev, though, won't fear anybody. Got rid of the world number 1 to get to this round. Looked good doing it as well. Convincingly, he beat Yaralayev of Kazakhstan. This may be a young man who we'll see a lot more of. A minute left of this quarter-final. You would imagine a minute left. Chachi Butti's World Championships here in Doha this year. He's given a good account of himself, but he's come up against a very, very talented young man from Uzbekistan. Good shot from Akhmadaliev again. But the forced to hold on. But he's losing his grip on these World Championships. Pace has gone out of those shots now. Akhmadaliev unloading with the big left. Not quite sure who's holding who there. They have broken though. 10 seconds to go. And that's time. I think Chachiputty of Thailand knows that's the end of his World Championships. Gave it everything. Mirjan Abdullayev, really classy. Good southpaw style. Certainly threw a lot more punches than the type. And this one may well have won all 3 rounds here. Took the first 2 on the judges' cards.
الفائز بالمباراة الثالثة على الحلبة ألف.
In ring A, your winner on points from the red corner, representing Uzbekistan, Mirjan Abdullayev.
Confirmation he did take all 3 judges' decision there. Judge from Canada did give Chachiputty the final round. It's Mirjan Abdullayev who takes his place in the final 4. Another really good display from this 20-year-old from Uzbekistan. He's going to take some stopping.
The next event in ring A is a 56-kilogram bantamweight bout.
As Abdullayev makes his way from the ring, great ovation from the locals here. We'll find out momentarily who he'll face in the semi-finals. So, up next for Abdullayev will be either Shiva Tappa, this 22-year-old from India. Third contest for him here in Doha, 2015. Got rid of Khalil Litim of Algeria, Mohamed Hamaout of Morocco. And he'll have the home crowds to battle, as well as Hakan Al-Saka, this 21-year-old representing Qatar. Born in Germany. But the home crowd here in Doha would love to see one of their own through into the final 4. Full seat here is Hakan Al-Saka. That meant he picked up a bye in the preliminaries before getting rid of Bo Warawara of Vanuatu to make it through to this quarter-final stage. The referee here from Italy is Enrico Lucchini. Final words to our 2 boxers. Well, this should be interesting. Hard to judge how good Hakan Al-Saka is of Qatar here. Looks comfortable beating Warawara of Vanuatu. Shiva Tappa has had to work a lot harder to get to this stage. This 22-year-old Indian. Looked good getting rid of Khalil Litim, the Algerian world number 9.
Watch your head. Both boxers.
Even easier getting rid of Hamoud the Moroccan in the second round. He throws the shots in there. Good work from the Indian. Both men with the orthodox stance. Again, it's Tappa who's trying to take control, trying to take the initiative early. Good left hand. The Indian, good work, really good combination. Tappa finding the mark. Al-Saka being told to keep his head up.
Watch your head again. Watch your head.
You can hear the referee just warning the boxer from Qatar to keep the head up. Showing a tendency to lean in low, to lead with the head.
Break. Stop. Break. Box. No holding, Qatar. No holding, Qatar. Qatar, no holding.
Referee asking both men to break.
Qatar. You holding, no holding. Box.
Al-Saka perhaps unresponsible at that time. Tappa looks to land again, both to the head, then to the body. Good shots for the Indian. Well, Al-Saka, not an easy target to hit, does seem to have this tendency of getting very low, leaning in with the head. That's earning the...
You have to watch your head carefully. Watch your head. Heads up.
Reprimands of Enrico Lucchini again. Tappa trying to back up Al-Saka into the corner. Qatari has turned him round. Needs to land some shots of his own though. It's been mostly one-way traffic in the first 3 minutes here. Qatari corner. We'll have words with their man in a few seconds and probably tell him he needs to exert himself slightly more as Tappa lands a good shot on with the left. Good hook on the back foot. Good 3 minutes there for Shiva Tappa. It's taken him into an early lead, all three judges in favour of the Indian. Hakan Al-Saka will need to find a way to exert some pressure without leading with the head so much in this second round. Enrico Lucchini had words 2 or 3 occasions. Indian corner must be happy with what they've seen from their man so far. Can Hakan Al-Saka find a way back into this one?
Seconds out.
What can he do differently in round 2?
Yes.
Round 2.
Box. Heads up, Qatar. Heads up, Qatar.
Good work again from Tappa.
Nice
right hand. But he's finding the gaps, and every time Al-Saka then is leaning in with the head. That was what Tappa was complaining about there. Now it's Al-Saka's turn to complain, saying that the Indians catch him around the back of the head. In the end, Enrico Lucchini has to have a word with both. Good shot again from Tappa with the left.
Go! Qatar. Very last chance. Very last chance.
And you can hear the referee there, Enrico Lucchini, saying last chance to Hakan Al-Saka. The referee not happy with him leading with the head.
Break! Go! On die. Box.
The crowd starting to make a bit more noise there. Hakan Al-Saka landing with more.
Go! Go!
The referee just reprimanding the Qatari for landing punches to the back of the head. This Tappa again looks to be the aggressor. Shiva Tappa now just happy to be on the move. Probably thinks he's done enough already in this round to catch the eye of the judges. It's up to Al-Saka now to find a way back into the contest. Has this awkward style at Qatari though. Does like to lean in with the header. That's earned him several words, several reprimands so far for Michaela Chini.
Letting go, Qatar. Letting go, Qatar.
Al-Saka holding. And that punch on the break won't earn him any favours. As you heard there, Enrico Lucchini saying exactly that. You can't hold and then hit on the break like that. Could be in danger of having a point taken away from here.
You guys, both boxers.
Well, Enrico Lucchini being kept busy.
Break, step back, box.
20 seconds left of what has been a really messy second round here. Hasn't really got into its flow. Referee having to get involved far too often to allow this one to really become a free-flowing contest. As Tappa lands with a good left hand there. Back on Al-Saka, rocked briefly.
Go!
Two of the Indians among the crowd here. They'll be pleased with their man. Shiva Tappa, another good round there. Another 10-9. All the way through, unanimously by the judges here. Tappa knows now. He's just about there. Just about done enough to earn a place in the last four. Work to do then for Hakan Al-Saka. He's going to have to find something different in this final round. Otherwise, his involvement in Doha 2015 will come to a close today. And that would be a shame as well for the locals. They'd love to see a Qatari into the final four.
Qatar, you have to watch your head, carefully with your head. Stay in the corner.
The third and final round.
Well, you may have heard that Enrico Lucchini, the official in the ring, just reminding Hakan Al-Saka to keep the head up. You can't lead in with the head. Been reprimanded several times. As Shiva Tappa unloads with 2 or 3 really good shots.
Stop. You have to do a step back, Qatar. Box.
Good right hand over the top from Tappa.
No lacing, India.
Tappa in no rush to engage here. Quite happy to stand back and try and catch Al-Saka coming in. He's built up this lead over the first 2 rounds. Doesn't need to force it. He looks the slicker boxer. Really fast hands, the Indian. Just taking this one on the back foot now. Good combination. Caught Al-Saka again there with the left. Not sure quite how much power are in those hands of Shiva Tappa. Hasn't really troubled Hakan Al-Saka. Never looked like stopping the contest. But done more than enough to catch the attention of the judges. Unless this young 21-year-old Qatari can find something special in the last minute.
I want you to be careful, guys. Stop boxers.
India will have their first semi-finalist here at Doha 2015.
No troubles. Be careful, both boxers.
Well, the noise you can hear are the locals from Qatar. They're trying to encourage their man home.
Watch. Go. Stop it. Box.
Now, without wishing any ill feeling on Shiva Tappa, people would feel it would be good for this competition, for the tournament, if Hakan Al-Saka could find his way through to the final four. Keep the home crowd happy, keep them coming in. We'll have to find something very special in this last 10 seconds, though.
Now with the shoulder. Now with the shoulder. No, stop!
Well, Al-Saka of Qatar put everything into that final round, but Tappa knows he's done enough. And Qatari raises his hand. He knows that's all in vain. The only decision really now is whether all three judges will give all 3 rounds to the Indian. Looks every bit the top 10 in the world caliber athlete there. Al-Saka came in as the 4th seed. After this, we'll only have 2 left.
In ring A, the winner on points from the red corner, representing India.
And the Indians in the crowd, delighted. Tappa wins it by a shutout. All 3 rounds by all 3 judges. Really good performance from the world number 7. He's through to the final 4, where he'll face the young Uzbeki, Abdullayev. And that one promises to be an absolute cracker. 2 men who will look to box it on the front foot, but neither will take a backward step. Both will go hunting for each other. Certainly one of these semi-finals to look forward to. Just worth pointing out, in the other ring, out the corner of my eye, it looks as if this really good Cuban, Andy Cruz Gomez, may have got out of the bantamweight competition. If that is the case, and it is, he's gone out to Dimitri Asanu. Well, the 2 men we just saw there, Tappa of India and Abdullayev, will both feel they've got a real chance picking up gold here in Doha.
The next event in ring A is a 64-kilogram light.
As we turn our attention to the light welterweights, we're up to 64 kilograms now.
In the red corner, representing Cuba,
And this, one of the men to watch here in Doha, Toledo Lopez. World number 1, seeded number 1 here. Won a World Under 17 Championship. Won a Cuban title. And then silver at the Worlds. Only really Vasil Lomachenko has had his number. Man in the opposite corner from Armenia, Ovanez Batov, just 22. Big ask. The world number 63 here. Well, Toledo Lopez, of course, had huge competition just to become the number 1 in his home nation. Guillaume Rigondeur, of course, kept him out, even just domestically, for so long. When he won that Cuban title in 2007, it was only because Rigo didn't take part. Batov of Armenia, ranked 63 coming in here. Beaten higher ranked opponents so far though. Im Hyun-chul of Korea came in as the 7th ranked. Light welterweights, Aziz Bebatov of Turkmenistan was ranked 18. So Batov has thrown a couple of surprises so far. It will be an absolute shock if he was to do the same against Toledo Lopez. Official is from Korea. Jongjin Kim, the man in the middle. Well, if you haven't seen Toledo Lopez box up until this point, and enjoy, because he's a really classy athlete. Lovely style. Almost professional in his manner. Aggressive. Floats around the ring. Power in those hands as well. Pushes back Batchkov. Batchkov throwing punches, but not getting through the tight guard of the Cuban. Everything landing on the gloves. Toledo Lopez just trying to push Batchkov off. The referee just tells the Armenian not to hold. Easy to say when you're up against an opponent of this quality. Good left to the body from Toledo Lopez. 3 or 4 more going in. Nothing really connecting so far. You can see the intent as Batchkov just trying to keep the Cuban at bay by throwing punches even into the gloves. Good tactics though, as Toledo Lopez just gives Batchkov a little smile, a wry smile. You can keep punching me, but I'll get you. That's what he's saying. You can see extremely confident, the Cuban. Two combinations, 2 punches to the head, 1 to the body. Again, Toledo Lopez happy to go body and head. Oh, nice exchange from both men, landing shots. Well, Ivana's Batchkov certainly doesn't appear to be intimidated or overwhelmed here. Good shot. Batchkov responding there. Toledo Lopez had caught him. Official just reminding both men not to go in with the head. A good shot down the middle from Toledo Lopez. Good left hand, found the gap. Didn't move Batchkov though. Now he's starting to unload, but Batchkov comes back again with shots of his own. Not overawed at all here. He's making a mockery of his ranking of 63 coming into this competition. It's far better than that on the evidence of what we've seen so far this week in Doha. He's given the judges plenty to think about there. They've got in favour of this classy Cuban. Yasniel Toledo Lopez taking all 3 judges' scorecards there. But it certainly wasn't one-way traffic. Really good 3 minutes from Batchkov. He's classy though, isn't he, Toledo Lopez? Waits for the gap, landing there. That good right hand then going down to the body again. Happy to take a couple of punches to land his own. Oh, look at the face of the Armenian. He wants this. The problem is, when he's unloading the shot to his own, leaving himself open. And against an opponent of this calibre, if you leave a gap, he'll find it.
Round 2.
So into the second round. Well, the crowd here really enjoying this contest. It's fascinating to watch Yasniel Toledo Lopez, this classy Cuban, best in the world at this weight. And expected to walk away with gold here up against Ivana's Batchkov, this Armenian who comes in ranked 63. You wouldn't even expect this to be close. But the Armenian giving everything. The look of determination on his face as he throws these shots, trying to back up the Cuban. Certainly throwing more. But look at that, Toledo Lopez just spins him around in the corner. Gets off a quick shot of his own. And Batchkov is sure to tire. You can't keep up this pace for 9 minutes. Toledo Lopez knows it as well. Happy just to take his time. Takes a lot of these shots on the gloves. Everything on the gloves. Look at that, just a little uppercut there. Just finding the gap. Scoring shots to the body. Then finds that gap just in between the gloves. Pops the chin back of Batchkov. The head lifts. You can see he's doing damage. Oh, good left again from the Cuban. Leading with the right hand, but the right hand itself almost a power punch. Left's the danger one though. Every time, look at again Toledo Lopez. As soon as Batchkov comes in, he's throwing that left uppercut. Batchkov taking some punishment. You have to feel for the Armenian because he must have thrown almost double the punches. Toledo Lopez in the first 2 minutes of the round. Now he's tied the Cuban, just picking his punches, and he's so classy. Fantastic display of boxing at this level. Batchkov again, just trying to keep Lopez back. Lopez again looking for a big left uppercut. He's landed that shot 2 or 3 times in that round and looks so good doing it. Well, that slightly surprises me because 2 of the judges have given that one in favour of Hrvanis Batchkov, the Armenian. From here, it looks as if the better shots were coming from Toledo Lopez. And Arnes, though the aggressor, he's thrown more in terms of volume. That certainly caught the eye of the judges in that round. He's given himself a chance, I suspect, when Toledo Lopez realises how the judges have scored that one. He might come out with a bit of fire in his belly here.
The third and final round.
So 3 minutes to decide who takes the spot in the semi-finals. This one far closer than many would have predicted. Hrvanis Batchkov putting in a really good performance then against Yaznil Toledo Lopez, this 26-year-old Cuban. He's done it by throwing consistently more shots. Toledo Lopez certainly has the quality, the eye-catching punches. Batchkov is doing this by volume. Toledo Lopez to the body. I'm not quite sure why Kim Jong-jin was admonishing just the Armenian there, because both men having just to stand and trade in the centre ring. As the official from Korea just moves away, a little bit of debris. It looks like it may have been the mouthguard actually of the Armenian. Oh, we'll sit back and enjoy this final 2 minutes. Both men happy to stand centre ring and trade. This probably suits Batchkov. He's happy just to throw to throw. Batchkov looks so tired, but he's throwing and throwing the punches. Yasniel Toledo Lopez. Slightly the taller man, he's got the advantage in reach. When he steps back and just picks off the Armenian on the counter, looks so classy doing it. Easier said than done though. Batchkov just throwing the punches again. Officially just telling the Armenian not to turn around. A good shot. Left uppercut again, Toledo Lopez. And they're starting to slow Batchkov down now. He's starting to look very tired as we approach the last 30 seconds. Good work again from the Cuban. Batchkov unloading. Toledo Lopez stepping back and landing with a really clean shot of his own. 10 seconds left of this one. Batchkov still throwing. Oh, Toledo Lopez with the right-left combination. Both landed flush. Really good shots. Well, this one's in the hands of the judges. Cuban takes the high fives from the corner. Well, there won't have been many in this arena thought Havana's Batchkov could win this, but he's come closer than anyone would have expected. Yasniel Toledo Lopez, the class act in this light welterweight division, but made hard to work by Havana's Batchkov, this 22-year-old from Armenia, just 63rd ranked in the world. He looked better than that here in Doha this week. As we await the official confirmation.
الفائز بالمباراة الخامسة على الحلبة ألف.
In ringing, your winner on points from the red corner, representing Cuba.
Yeah, Toledo Lopez taking that final round on all three cards. And that sound seems just about right. I think Havana's Batchkov knows he was up against the class act, but he can take plenty out of this contest, plenty away from it. Could have a really good showing, the Armenian. Look forward to seeing him again in the future. But his World Championship is over. Yasniel Toledo Lopez's continues. It's going to take a good man to stop him in this light welterweight draw.
المباراة السادسة على الحلبة ألف وزن 64 كيلوغرام.
The next event in ring is a 64-kilogram light welterweight bout.
فرق الأحمر من روسيا.
In the red corner, representing the Russian Federation, Abdullayev.
فرق الأزرق من أذربيجان.
In the blue corner, representing Azerbaijan, Sotocolazo.
Well, here comes Vitaly Donetsev of Russia. Ranked 20th coming into this one, didn't box in the first round, was given a bye in the prelims. Made easy work of Pat McCormick, the young Brit, to make it through to the quarterfinals. looked good doing it as well. McCormick, very well regarded. Donatov made easy work. Looks a good operator. Behind in the other corner, Lorenzo Sotomayor-Colatzo. This 30-year-old from Azerbaijan who comes into this one ranked 10th in the world. Arthur Biasar-Slanov of Canada didn't stand a chance in the prelims. And Abdulkader Charlie of Algeria, the full seed, didn't do any better against Sotomayor-Colatzo. Official from this one, Mick Bassi of Great Britain.
Keep your heads up, your punches up, now holding, no punching down. Okay?
Official just reminding these two to keep their heads up. That was the theme of that previous light welterweight quarter-final.
Box.
Cagey first 30 seconds, neither fighter wanting to commit. Sotomayor-Colatzo taking the centre ring, just pushing Donetsev back into the corner. Hasn't really landed with anything yet, hasn't thrown much, to be honest. Donetsev with the counter left. Good combination from Sotomayor-Colatzo. Good exchange. Both men throwing. Sotomayor-Colatzo landing perhaps with slightly cleaner shots. Donetsev firing on the way out. Good left into the body. Well, good left inside from Donetsev. That one found its mark. Sotomayor-Colatzo throwing 3, 4, 5 punches. He's got Donetsev back now on the ropes, just trying to find his way through that southpaw style. The way the Russian holds the gloves up, there is a gap there. Sotomayor-Colatzo can find it, leaving himself slightly open as Donetsev fires in his shots of his own. Sotomayor just trying to keep Donetsev at distance with that long left jab.
Don't turn around. Box.
Mick Bassi just reprimanding Donetsev for turning around.
Don't hold.
Well, both boxers landing the shots of their own there. Sotomayor-Colatzo's perhaps the cleaner. Well, how would the judges score this one? All 3 in favour of Vitaly Donetsov. The young Russian. Must have been a tricky one for the judges to score because Lorenzo Sotomayor-Colatzo dictating the position and more often than not landing with the cleanest shot, but no power behind them, almost slapping as he pushed back Donetsov there. Some work to do then in the blue corner. 30 years old now, Sotomayor Palazzo. Maybe his last real chance to do something special at these World Championships.
Stop!
Well, Sotomayor Palazzo got rid of the number 40, Bakachani, previous round of Algeria. Other than that, though, we still have 3 of the top 4 seeds in the competition, so it's going to be tough for Palazzo as he really starts exchanging punches there with the Russian, who comes straight back on the front foot. Both men happy to unload here. And this one's starting to get interesting. After the first 3 minutes were a touch cagey, both men feeling each other out. The phony war is over. Both happy now to start throwing shots. Donetsev leaning in, just waiting for Sotomayor Palazzo to throw and then trying to catch him with that big left. Good work though.
Stop holding.
Palazzo.
Blue, stop holding. Stop holding, Blue.
The referee asking Palazzo to stop holding. Good left again from Donetsev. Just waits for Sotomayor Palazzo to commit and then throwing that left hook. Every time Sotomayor throws the right, Donetsev just waiting, trying to dodge the shot, and then throwing the left of his own. It's working to great effect so far. Nice shot inside from the man from Azerbaijan. Sotomayor must have 3 inches height advantage here. When he keeps the Russian at range, he looks the better boxer. Hasn't been able to keep Donetsev off enough here.
Stop! Step back, step back, step back, Blue. Stop! Blue, listen to me, step back, okay? Great, listen to me, get your head up. Box!
Big Bazzi there just warning Donetsev to keep the head up, don't lean in with the head. Oh, good right hand. Donetsev, both men exchanging now. This is what we were hoping to see.
Stop!
Really good shot from Donetsev. I think Mick Bassi's going to call that one. Is he calling it a slip, or is he giving the credit to the Russian for that shot? Really good exchange. Good work from Donetsev, really classy. Both men feeling the effects of that encounter. Marking above the right eye of the Russian, who's done enough to pick up all 3 judges' vote in the second as well. 2 good rounds from Vitaly Donetsev. Took the clean sweep against Pat McCormick of Great Britain in the previous round. On course to do that again against Lorenzo Sotomayor Palazzo of Azerbaijan. Took one on the chin there, fired back with that left over the top, just into the temple of the 30-year-old from Azerbaijan.
Second time.
Blue, keep your head up, okay? Keep your head up. Stay there. Stay there.
The third and final round.
Great exchange again. Both men throwing, both men having to take shots to get their own in. Good work from Sotomayor Palazzo. No real sting in those punches though. And that's allowing Donetsev to throw back on the counter.
Great, step back, no pushing, okay? Box.
Nick Bassi just telling Donetsev not to push. Toledo just trying to get round the outside. Look for a gap over the top of that left hand of Donetsev. Just drop the left, Donetsev, if you can take advantage of that. There is a gap there. So far, though, whenever Sotocolazo has tried to take advantage of it, Donetsev has fired back.
Don't hold.
Sotocolazo again, trying to initiate, trying to instigate the exchange, but not landing. And every time he jumps in and misses, Donetsev in there with a shot back of his own. Good right from Donetsev there. Just trying to coax Palazzo in again. Takes a shot, but gets a shot in the Russian. Oh, good right hand from Donetsev. Palazzo felt that one. Still manages to fire back with one of his own, though. Good body shot from Donetsev, followed up by a right. Into the final 40 seconds now of this quarter-final, and Russia's Vitaly Donetsev boxing his way into the final four of these World Championships in Doha 2015.
Knuckle break, step back. Red. Knuckle break, step back. Step back. Step back. Box.
Well, this will pose a really solid potential semi-final. Donetsev will find himself up against that really top Cuban Yasniel Toledo Lopez. That will be a real stern examination of his credentials. But so far, Vitaly Donetsev looks a class act. And he knows he's got it. The only decision really for the judges is how wide the margin of victory will be. Always able to find the cleanest shots, always able to take advantage. Suckered Lorenzo Sotocolazo in, and then took advantage on the gap, opened up. It's waiting to see Nick Bazzi make this one official. Vitaly Donetsev knows he's on his way through to the final four. And Lorenzo Sotocolazo, his World Championships will end here.
الفائز على الحلبة ألف.
In the ring, the winner of points from the red corner, representing the Russian Federation.
Sotocolazo can take some consolation in the fact he picked up a couple of rounds on a couple of the judges' cards there in that final round. Not enough to stop Donetsev progressing through to the final four, but certainly in terms of pride, plenty for Sotocolazo to take away. Well, we've just seen two really impressive light welterweights make their way into the final four. We're going to see two really top quality middleweight contests very shortly. The men's light welterweights, a really competitive division. Very shortly, though, we'll turn our attention up to the 75-kilogram middleweights. Now we'll get our look at the top seed, Arlen Lopez, the Cuban who is so visually pleasing on the eye. He's going to find himself up against Marlo Delgado Suarez of Ecuador tonight. Middleweights coming up next. the start of the middleweight quarterfinals. And perhaps we start with the best. Arlen Lopez comes in as our top seed here in Doha. He's up against Mauro Delgado Suarez of Ecuador. We have a sort of Central American battle. Cuba and Ecuador, not far apart down there. These two will know each other well. Both 22 years old. In terms of quality, very much looking forward to seeing Arlen Lopez for just the second time here in Doha 2015. Made short work of Aljazvenko. 3 easy rounds against the Slovenian, world number 38. Delgado Suarez ranked slightly high. He comes into this one as the world number 27. Just the third contest, the Ecuador, second contest for the Ecuadorian as well. Boxed Anthony Gamble of the United States to get this far, the world number 37. Split the judges in his first contest.
The judges scoring here now displayed on the scoreboard.
We've got the rather interesting scenario here. Arlen Lopez is ranked number 2 in the world here, but is seeded 1. Our second seed here is Zanibek Alimkhanuli of Kazakhstan, who's actually ranked above Lopez, and significantly so as well, coming into this competition. I won't even try to explain the intricacies of how they pick their seedings. What I can tell you is this one promises to be a really cracking contest. Might just be the best division here in Doha 2015. As Arlen Lopez starts his bid for a place in the final 4. Well, Suarez trying to push the Cuban back in the early offings here, trying to throw the shots. He is the taller man, Mauro Delgado Suarez. Slight reach advantage if he can keep the Cuban at length. Far easier said than done, of course, against someone of Arlen Lopez's quality. Nice little shot from Lopez, and then steps out of the way. Happy just to stand in there and throw his shots. If he has to take shots to get his own off, quite happy with that. Not the sort of boxer who's looking to hit and move. Two rights there from Lopez. Little mark just above the eye already. Delgado Suarez. Good left there. Again, Lopez just caught the man from Ecuador as he stepped backwards. Has been a really good tournament for these Cubans so far. 9 of 10 through to the quarterfinals. Oh, Lopez fancies his chances of making it through to the final 4 here today. Slow burner this one, though, not really underway yet. Neither man really exerting himself. 2 or 3 good shots from Lopez. Almost got through with the left hand there. Content just to feel out Delgado Suarez. Again, waited for the Ecuadorian there, tried to catch him on the way out, just catch him off balance. As Delgado Suarez tries to go to the body. Oh, good shot there from Lopez. Suarez felt that. combination again from the Cuban. Suarez trying to find a way to get his shots in. Lopez content to take one or two as a means to get his own shots off. All three judges, though, happy to give that one to Arlen Lopez. 10-9, all three ways. In truth, it wasn't the best 3 minutes of boxing we've seen here today. Both men happy just to feel each other out. See what they're about. Marlon Delgado Suarez is going to have to come up with a plan B if he's to trouble the top seed here in Doha. May have to find a way of pressing Lopez, may have to take the initiative, take a few risks. Lopez happy just to stand back, pop the shots off. Nice little combination, double jab to the face. Okay, good work. Right, Lopez just waits for Suarez to jump in, and then so quick from that southpaw stance just to land the shots of his own. A good right hand. Good work again from the Cuban. Just leading with the left hand now. Just trying to confuse Delgado Suarez. For a big left hook there, really put everything behind that one. Lopez didn't connect. If it had, it was a difference maker. Everything in that. Back to the right hand lead now. Good left. Oh, almost. Arlen Lopez trying to catch Suarez right on the button. Again there, good shot. He's like a hunter chasing down his prey, slowly but surely. All the patience, all the time in the world for Arlen Lopez. He knows he'll get Marlon Delgado Suarez eventually. And if he doesn't, he's slowly dancing his way into these semi-finals. He's the one landing the shots. Delgado Suarez is going to have to come up with something here. Lopez continuing just to stalk Suarez around this ring. Chasing him down, trying to cut the angles off. Very little coming back from the Ecuadorian. Good work again, good right hand from Lopez. Suarez felt that, throwing back shots of his own. That was a good exchange to finish the round. It was more like it. Altogether, all three of our judges happy to give the round to Arlen Lopez. Not hugely surprising. There were signs, though, in those last 10-15 seconds that just perhaps Marlon Delgado Suarez is ready to throw off the guard. Throw it down, open up, have a go at this. Just try and find a way to put some pressure on Arlen Lopez.
No tiene ni pinga ahí. Sale a buscar la tarjeta tuya. Le preocupa de eso, que eso no va a sangrar ni nada. Es chiquitita.
As it stands, looks like Lopez will find his way into the final four as we move slowly closer to a potential final meeting with Zanibek Alem Kuzanauli. Excuse my pronunciation. It would be an intriguing final if we get the final we hope for here against the man from Kazakhstan. Alem Kuzanauli up a little bit later in the quarterfinals. He'll box Michael O'Reilly, the Irishman. That should be a really good contest. Right now, though, Lopez looks to get the job done. See this one through against Suarez Delgado. It would take a remarkable upset from the Ecuadorian to turn this one around now. Hasn't shown any sign of packing that kind of knockout power that he'll need. He's tall and rangy, the Ecuadorian. Good height advantage, but hasn't seemingly been able to use it, hasn't been able to keep Lopez off with the jab. Good shots from both there. Delgado Suarez feeling the power of Lopez, who looks to fire in again, just pulls back. Nice right hand lead from the Cuban. Good shot again with the right hand. Has this ability to switch from the right to left. It keeps Delgado Suarez on his guard. Meanwhile, he's lost his guard. Cornic popping that one back in for him. And good work again from Lopez. Taking the initiative, catching Delgado. Again, good left hand. Caught Delgado trying to duck out. Nice right-left combination again. Delgado Suarez just having to hold and turn the Cuban round. Nice left from Lopez. Left-right combination. Switching over again. Happy to lead with the right. Even when he switches to the left-hand lead, happy still both hands. Really dangerous weapons here. Good shot, the right hook from Lopez as we approach the last 10 seconds or so. Marlo Delgado Suarez happy just to survive here, but his World Championships about to be ended. As Arlen Lopez wraps up a very good afternoon's work here. He's done enough to get himself through to the last four. Few fans here, you can just hear in this Doha crowd chanting for this Cuban. They've enjoyed what they've seen against this Cuban, with this Cuban scene, the locals here. You'd fancy them to walk away with a lot of medals from Doha 2015. As we wait for our referee, Amir just to make this one official. Delgado Suarez has got his fist in the air. He's not getting this one. All three judges giving all 3 rounds to Arlen Lopez. He moves on. He's into the final 4. Our number 1 seed is through. Marlo Delgado Suarez, World Championships is over. Delgado Suarez is gone. Arlen Lopez continues. Unanimous decision. We'll find out who he'll face in the final four in a couple of moments' time. Very good work from this classy Cuban. Always too much for the Ecuadorian. Landed with some really crisp shots. Just 22 years old. Looks like there's room for him to get even better as well.
المباراة الثامنة على الحلبة ألف وزن 75 كيلوغرام.
The next event in ring A is a 75-kilogram middleweight bout.
فرق الأحمر من جمهورية مصر.
In the red corner, representing Egypt.
So, Arlen Lopez into the final four. He will face either Hossam Abdin of Egypt, this 30-year-old coming in as the 21-ranked fighter in the world, or will it be
In the blue corner, representing India,
this man, Krishan Vikas of India, ranked number 4 in the world. He's a threat. Looked good dealing with Zoltan Harksa of Hungary, the world number 3 in round 1, and then got rid of Tomasz Jablonski of Poland, our 4th seed to make it through to this stage. Vikas just making his way into the ring. Must be confident after those 2 early wins to get to this stage of the competition. Looked really good getting rid of Harksa, the Hungarian. Not quite sure how Jablonski was seeded 4th here on the evidence of what we've seen. Number 26. He was easy enough for Krishna and Vikas to dispose of in the previous round. Now look, the man in the opposite corner, Hossam Abdin of Egypt. Plenty of noise in the building for this one. Vikas looking to impose himself early. If you're hearing the chant of Ole, it's not a very Egyptian or Indian chant. It's the Irish fans who are watching over in the other ring. Michael O'Reilly up against the number 2 seed, reigning world champion Zanzibar, Alman Cooley. That's the other side of the draw though. Krishnan Vikas and Hossam Abdin, a place in the final 4 at stake against Arlen Lopez. Be a really difficult semi-final for either of these 2. Can't afford to focus their thoughts too far ahead though. Good work from Vikas. The Indian, slightly the smaller man. Hossam Abdin, 30 years old now, so he's been around the ring. Only the 1 contest so far for the Egyptian. Given a bye in round 1. disposed of Max van der Pas of the Netherlands in his first contest to reach the quarterfinals. This, though, the first real test for the Egyptian, as Krishnan Vikas tries to unload with the big shots. Vikas on his toes, trying just to coax the Egyptian out, looks for that shot. The Indians had the best of this first 3 minutes, no doubt about that. Not quite sure if he's really hurt Abdin, but must have caught the eyes of the judges. And as I say that, two of the judges have given that one to Hossam Abdin of Egypt. I didn't quite see that one, but hey-ho. Work for Krishnan Vikas to do in round two. The benefits of this, the professional style scoring, is it does mean boxers can't just try and pinch rounds, just hit the odd scoring shot and then get out. The negative is, of course, it is very subjective. Krishnan Vikas, I'm sure, thinks he had the better of the first round. It's all work for the Indian to do then here. Nice right hand from Vikas. Well, both men throwing a lot there. I'm not quite sure if anything really connected, as the referee from Lithuania just breaks up the two men. Just in danger of getting it a little bit messy. Good shots from Abdin. Abdin almost losing that height advantage that he possesses, because he's got this low crouching style which almost encourages Krishnan Vikas to come in and to attack, trying to catch him on the counter. It's not great to watch, but it seems to be effective. As the Egyptian up on two of the judges' scorecards so far. Well, this turning into a very messy round. Lots of holding, not lots of shots landing. And that will suit the Egyptian. The emphasis, the pressure, has to be on Vikas now to come and show the judges he's the better man. He seems to have landed the cleaner shots. Hasn't caught the judges' eyes so far. That one did. Abdin though holds on. Only one connecting shot. Good work again from Vikas. Right-left combination. He's got the Egyptian back in the corner now. Can't keep him there. Hossam Abdin able to spin out just when he looked like he was in a bit of trouble. Good work again. Krishnan Vikas throwing to the body and to the head. Good work. Abdin just as we approach the final 10 seconds there. Oh, Vikas comes back with a really good left of his own. Well, we'll see what the judges thought of that one. For me, it was about even. And once again, it's the Egyptian who's picking up the rounds. All three judges giving that one to Hossam Abdin. Egypt's on the verge of having their first semi-finalist here in Doha 2015. If Abdin can keep Vikas at range again in this final 3 minutes, he'll find himself in the final 4. And then, what have you got, Vikas Krishnan? Certainly looked to have the power. Certainly looked to be the man who was trying to drive this contest forward for the first 6 minutes. So far, though, it's going with the Egyptian. Krishnan tried to go in, but starting to look tired now. There was very little in those shots. Strength maybe just leaving the Indian. Two minutes left for Vikas Krishnan to find a way into the final 4. Hossam Abdin happy just to be cagey, just to box this one on the back foot, keeping himself out of range. Referee just asking them to break. Both starting to look tired now. It hasn't been the best of contests, if we're honest. But it's starting to become quite scrappy. If Lopez is watching this one now back in the dressing rooms, the #1 seed from Cuba. I suspect he may be rubbing his hands together. If it is to be Hossam Abdin of Egypt in the semi-finals, it would be a brave man to suggest he's got anything near enough to stop Lopez making his way through to the final. Big finish needed then from Krishnan Vikas. Plenty of noise in this arena. They do have a good number of Indians, it would seem here, cheering their man on. Cut above the right eye now, Vikas, though. In a punishing contest. Hossam Abdin knows he's almost there. It hasn't been the best of contests. This one won't be winning any prizes for fight in the night. But the Egyptian Abdin won't care. He is 18 seconds away from a place in the final 4 of these World Championships. The Egyptians in the crowd singing, waving the flags. They're enjoying themselves. Big deep breath for Hossam Abdin, almost there. He knows it. 17 seconds left. Vikas trying to find something, throwing shots. One big last effort for the Indian. Well, he's throwing. If this was the NFL, It'll be time for the Hail Mary. Abdin though knows he's through, salutes the crowd. The Egyptians delighted. They know their man's done enough. Wait for the official verdicts. Vikas though knows it's not going to be his day. If you're hearing the big cheer, just looking across to the other side of the ring, the world #1 and #2 seed, Alim Kanuli of Kazakhstan, has gone. Just confirmation it has happened. Michael O'Reilly, this young Irishman, has beaten him. Great day for the Irish here in Doha, and that just makes this men's middleweight competition perhaps that a little bit more open. Does he make it official? All three judges scoring in favour of the Egyptian. Abdin is through, where he'll face Lopez. Well, that'll be a different contest. I don't think he'll get away with boxing in the same way he has done here. It's been good enough to get him through to the last four, but he'll have to commit. That, though, is for another day. Great day for these 30-year-olds. Hossam Abdin of Egypt. He's through. All three judges giving in favour of him. Takes the applause, takes the hug from his coach. He is delighted.
The next opinion ring is a 91-kilogram heavyweight bout.
Next up, we'll turn our attention to the heavyweights.
In the red corner, representing Cuba.
Start with our #1 seed. There is Savon making his way to the ring. This guy could be something special. Comes from that great Cuban tradition in heavyweight boxing. Tiafono, Stevenson, Felix, Savon, Batov, Solis. Big ask to follow in those footsteps. Big ask for this man from Uzbekistan, Rustam Taganov. There is Savon, big 25-year-old. World ranked #1, seeded #1. The Russian here. So Savon very heavily fancied for this gold medal. That's the task for that man. Taganov of Uzbekistan. Can he surprise one or two people here in Doha? It's been a great day for the Cubans so far.
The referee in ring A, representing Ireland, is Nicky Gallagher.
Taganov in the ring. Heavyweight division changing slightly at the moment. We're in a transitional period. Alexander Usyk, the world and Olympic champion from 2011-12, has stepped up to the professional game. Clement Russo not here. So a chance. There is Savon to make a real name for himself. Could he be the next Stevenson? Could he be the next Felix Savon? Could he follow in the footsteps of Abdullayev Savon, who won Olympic gold in 2004? Names that just roll off the tongue. Is this the next great Cuban heavyweight? Just taking his time. feeling out the man from Uzbekistan. What's he got? Taganov just trying to throw a couple of shots, just trying to give Savon a feel for his power. Very tentative in the opening seconds here. Can't really afford to let the first round slip away. Where the scoring is now, only 3 rounds. Give yourself a lot of work to do. Trying to come from behind. Need to try and get onto the front foot. We saw that in the previous contest in the middleweight division. Can Taganov try and just land enough to catch the judges' eyes against this highly fancied, highly respected Cuban? Savon happy just to sit back, box this one on the back foot, fires in a nice shot to the body. Now Savon moving forward. Just again, like a big cat stalking his prey, just waiting for the man Uzbekistan to open up so he can find something. Well, a minute left of this first round, we haven't really seen much. Good shots though there from Taganov. So Savon just happy to take them on the gloves, but showing signs of aggression from the Uzbek. Savon trying to commit, trying to open up his opponent. Just throwing that little left jab and then following with the left hook. Nothing really getting through as we approach the final 20 seconds. A good shot there from Savon. Taganov took it. Seemed to wobble him slightly. It's been a good first round from Rustam Taganov. He's in the contest. There is Landy Savon, just taking his way into the contest, slowly building into it. The result, though, is that he's lost the round. On one of the judges' cards, at least. And that's a result of that first round being so tentative. Judges split. Taganov trying to be the aggressor. Savon taking his time, not rushing into the contest. When he landed, he looked great. Maybe he'll feel he needs to start throwing a little bit more in this second round. Well, Rustam Taganov will take confidence from that. At least one of our judges thought he won the first round. More of the same will do nicely. I'm sure the corner are telling him. Nice overhand right from the Uzbek again. Savon just pawing with that jab. Just it's a rangefinder, not really hurting Taganov so far. Good shot again from Taganov, the right hand over the top. Savon firing back the shot to his own. Finally, there we go, right-left combination from the Cuban. Good combination, both men throwing shots, a lot of it landing on leather, but starting to get going as a contest. Savon landing, but Taganov caught him on the way out again. Good shot. There was intent there from Savon. He's starting to come into this one, having to take a couple of shots now from Taganov.
Get the head up. Get the head up.
Savon again, starting to show intent, good combinations. Taganov taking it on the gloves and the top of the head, but he's taking shots. Been a better round this for Savon as we're into the last minute. Much better round from this really tall Cuban.
Keep the head up, okay? Keep it up. Box.
Mickey Gallagher, the Irish referee, just warning Taganov to keep the head up. Very difficult though for the man from Uzbekistan. Height difference here must be a good couple of inches.
Holding, no holding. Step back. Break. Stop. Break, step back. Break, step back. Box. Stop. That's ready. Box. Holding. Don't have the back of the head. Stop.
This second round comes to a close. At times it threatened to get going. Cubans here giving their man a warm applause rather than getting too excited. Again, judges split here.
الاستاد بطل العالم لمرتين أمير خان من بريطانيا العظمى.
Fans, be sure to stay in your seats following the final bout of this session. We have a special in-ring interview coming up with professional
Probably just with the edge here, but
Amir.
not much in it as far as the judges are concerned. That will worry the Cubans in the corner because on paper at least their man should be making easier work to Taganov of Uzbekistan than he is so far.
Okay. Come on. Keep your head up. Hey.
The third and final round.
So we go to the final round. There is Andy Savon, just in front here, but not by any great margin. Cannot afford to take his foot off the gas, otherwise we will have our first real shock of the day. In ring A. Already had a couple of surprises in the other ring. Michael O'Reilly, the Irishman, perhaps the biggest surprise in the middleweight division. Big win for him against the world #1 from Kazakhstan. Or can this man from Uzbekistan, Rustam Taganov, produce a real surprise and eliminate this big Cuban, Erizlandi Savon? Comes into this competition with a really big reputation. Some big shoes to fill, some great Cuban heavyweights down the years. Taganov, though, could be on the verge of a really big surprise here. Oh, he's caught him, really good left hand.
Okay. Okay, yeah. Hey.
Mickey Gallagher.
Keep that head up, okay?
Not happy with that. He called break.
Box.
Before Taganov landed with the left. He certainly hurt Savon though. Cut above the right eye. In fact, the cut is just below the eye, so it won't trouble his vision. You can see the swelling really starting though on that right cheek of Savon, who now has about 1 minute and 15 seconds just to prove to the judges he deserves a spot in the final four.
Watch your head.
This one could go either way. That big left hand from Taganov may not have been a scoring shot, but it certainly will have influenced the judges. Put Savon down on his backside after Mickey Gallagher had called break. Uzbek reprimanded for doing it. It must have given him the confidence he can find a shot again to really finish this one off.
Watch your hands on there. Watch your hands on there. No holding. No holding.
More good work from Taganov. As we move into the final 20 seconds here. This one's still in the balance. Both men still throwing. Both men still going forward. Well, it took a long time to get going, this contest. The third round has been gripping.
That's the last hand. Give that help. Box.
Can either find the final blow to finish this one off. Savon still throwing. Final shot on the bell. Over to the judges. Okay then, this one over to the judges. Mickey Gallagher pulls in both men. Neither really know who's going to pick this one up. Judges might just favour Erislandy Savon here. But a really good final round. And if it is to be the Cuban who goes through to the final four, he knows he's been in the contest.
In ringing, the winner on points from the ring corner, representing Cuba.
And it is Erislandy Savon who goes through. Huge disappointments on the face of Rustam Taganov. Savon waving to the crowd. Cuban has some fans here. Taganov, though, will certainly leave with more fans than he started with. Really good performance by the man from Uzbekistan. Just outpointed, certainly not a thing to be ashamed of. Really good contest in this first quarter-final of the men's heavyweight division. Well, they're happy, and so is he. Job done for Savon, but he was made to work for it.
المباراة العاشرة والأخيرة لهذه الفقرة على الحلبة ألف وزن 91 كيلوغرام.
The next event in ring A is a 91 kilogram heavyweight bout.
So, who will face Savon in the semi-finals?
In the ring corner,
it will either be Yamil Peralta Yara. This 24-year-old from Argentina comes in as the 5th-ranked boxer in the world at the weight. Or will it be Abdullayev of Azerbaijan? 27-year-old comes to this one, ranked 7, seeded 4th here in Doha. Both men should be relatively fresh. Both picked up buys in the preliminary rounds. On paper, this may be the closest contest we've seen today. Jara from Argentina, ranked 5th in the world, just 2 places above Abdullayev of Azerbaijan.
The judges assigned to ring A are now displayed on the scoreboard.
Referee for this one from Sri Lanka, Udanai Kiradena. Judges from Cuba, Mongolia, Canada, Kazakhstan and Tunisia. Just worth reiterating if you're not totally familiar with the scoring system here at these World Championships. 5 judges, we only score 3. The judges, though, don't know whether their score will count. It does make the scoring perhaps more efficient than the old point system. Boxers now have to commit. You can't steal rounds anymore at these championships.
Second.
As we enter our final bout of this afternoon session. So a place up for grabs in the semi-finals of this heavyweight division. Will it be Hara? Will it be Abdullayev? The Argentine trying to land his shots early on. Abdullayev firing back with his own.
Stop. Stop. Okay.
Referee just tells both men to break.
No holding. Okay. Box.
Oh, good shot from Peralta. Hara. Left hand, he felt that as well, Abdullayev. Caught him coming forwards. Abdullayev of Azerbaijan just trying to hold centre ring, trying to pin the Argentinian back against the ropes.
Stop! 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 Okay. Stop. Holding. Holding. Okay. Box!
Again, this is quite a tentative opening 3 minutes. Peralta landed with 1 or 2 really good shots. Abdullayev being reminded by the referee, no holding. Nice little shot from Peralta. Hara again. The Argentine has landed with 2 or 3 really crisp shots in this first round, but never in any great volume, always 1s and 2s.
Keep your head up, okay, and hold it. One more. Okay,
Abdullayev just trying to find a way to impose himself. Our 4th seed here in Doha 2015. Came into this one ranked 7th in the world, 2 places below the Argentine. Not much between them on paper, not much between them in the ring. And the evidence of this first 2 minutes, 20 seconds.
Stop!
Once again, Adini Kuradina of Sri Lanka asking the 2 to break.
Box! Stop!
But he's quick, Peralta Hara. Every time Abdullayev tries to push him back and pin him against the ropes, he's finding a way out and then lands with his own shots, but in 1s and 2s. Just flicking that right hand out there as Abdullayev again trying to dominate, pushing the Argentine back.
Stop! No hit him behind, okay? No hit him behind. Box! Stop!
The first 3 minutes didn't really get started, not much between these 2 at all. See how the judges have scored this one. All 3 in favour of Abdullayev, Abdul Kadir of Azerbaijan. It must be so hard to score a round like that when there's so little being thrown. Peralta Yara landing with maybe the cleanest shots. The judges preferring the more aggressive style of the man from Azerbaijan, trying to force the pace, trying to instigate a contest.
Seconds out.
That may force Yamil Peralta Yara to come out with a slightly more aggressive style in this second round. The Argentine corner will know their man is behind on the cards. Peralta Yara again, just waiting for Abdullayev to attack before trying to catch him coming in. It's worked to a degree so far in this contest.
Stop.
And it lost in the first round.
Blue. Stop. Blue. Holding. Okay. No holding. No holding. Box.
No holding, says the referee. Abdullayev warned. Again, the man from Azerbaijan trying to push Yara back, trying to dominate ring position.
Red holding.
Again, Peralta Yara looks like he's holding.
No holding. Okay. No holding. Box.
Well, it's been scrappy so far. No point denying it. We've seen some very good contests in this afternoon session. This hasn't been one of them so far. Too much holding, not enough landing. Very difficult for the judges
No holding. Okay. Break. Get back.
to score these rounds. As Abdullayev tries to land with a big left, goes to the body now of Yara, trying to slow the Argentine down. Well, Kiradina having a word with Abdullayev. In fact, it looks like it was a stronger word than just a quiet word in the middle of the ring. Abdullayev looks incandescent with that. I think he thinks it's Peralta Yara doing the holding. Yara just flicking that right hand out as Abdullayev goes in. Referee asking them to break.
Okay. Clean box. Box.
Abdullayev throwing the left hand, trying to catch Peralta Yara.
Get the head up. Get the head up.
It's very quick, this Argentine. Very elusive, but he's not throwing much. It cost him the first round. I'll be surprised if, on that basis, the judges will give him the second.
No leaning. Stop. Stop. Come in. You. Okay. No pushing.
This time, it's Anini Kiradina laying the blame at the feet of Yamil Peralta Yara. Both men now have been warned. That's the end of the second round. You can count on one hand the number of scoring punches there. It was messy, but it was a better round for Yamil Peralta Yara. Took it on 2 of the scorecards. One of our judges scoring it to Abdullayev. Both men picking up warnings. Which means going into the final round, all to play for here. Abdullayev with a slight advantage.
Seconds out.
But Yamil Peralta Yara still very much in this. So our final 3 minutes of this afternoon session. A slight false start there. Kiradina just asking the corners to wipe the brow of their man. It's more like it. Yamil Peralta Yara is now starting to commit. He's now starting to get involved. Still wants to do it off the back foot, mind. Still allowing Abdullayev to dominate the ring.
Break! Break! Stop! Keep your head up. Keep your head up.
Peralta Yara complaining to the referee. But he'll only have himself to blame if he goes out here. Allowing Abdullayev to dominate this, really. Dominate the ring position, but catches him with a really good right hand, though. That's the best shot we've seen from Yara today. But can't follow it up. And again,
Your head up. No leading.
referee acknowledges both men, asks for the break. Well, that was a really crisp right hand from Yara. And shown us that he has got it in his arsenal. Needs to show us a bit more, though, in this last minute and a half if he wants a place in the final 4. Abdullayev wading in there with a wild right hand over the top, nowhere near being successful. But the judges do seem to have preferred his more aggressive style, trying to instigate. So, a minute's left in this final round. We've seen better contests. This one hasn't really got started. Lots of holding, lots of pushing. As Peralta Yara picks himself up off the ground. Forced down really by Abdullayev, nothing more.
Stop holding! Stop! No holding. Again holding. Right? Next time holding. Box!
30 seconds to play. Here we go. Last 30 seconds to find a winner.
No pushing, no pushing. Stop!
Well, I wouldn't like to be a judge in this one.
You're pushing. Okay? Box!
Yamil Peralta Yara, the Argentine, has thrown some really classy shots, but in no great volume. Abdullayev has certainly been the aggressor, but a lot of his work has been quite messy. Judges, over to you. Who's going through to the final four as Abdullayev tries to find the big finish? Both men raise their hands. Both think they've done enough. One is going to be disappointed. We're just seeing there some of the work by Peralta Yara when he throws his shots. He looked like a really classy boxer. Did he throw enough? Just awaiting the decision now. The announcement you just heard was from the other ring. Here we go.
In ring A, the winner points from the blue corner representing
Abdullayev through. The look on Yamil Peralta Yara's face was one of surprise. Judges scoring in favour of the more aggressive man from Azerbaijan. The number 4 seed goes through. The world number 5 is out. Well, that's it from us for the afternoon session. Final man through to the semi-finals in the heavyweight division. Abdullayev doing just enough, showing enough aggression to get the unanimous decision against Yamil Peralta Yara. He goes through. Yara is out. We're back with more from the evening session around 7 o'clock local time. His World Championships is older. Didn't look too happy about it. We'll see you later.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now joined by Olympic silver medalist and two-time world professional boxing champion, Amir Khan of Great Britain. Amir, first of all, thank you so much for joining us here in Doha. Is this your first time in Qatar, and how has the experience been thus far?
Yeah, it's the first time I've come to Doha, first time in Qatar. I'm having a lot of fun. It's just great to be here, meet so many great people, see so many great boxing bouts. I'm excited for the next, for the next few fights. But yeah, I'm a big boxing fan. and that's the reason I come here.
Amir, has there been anybody who's caught your eye thus far in this competition? Maybe someone who even reminds you of a young Amir Khan?
Yeah, you know, there's a few good fighters here. I've been watching them very, very carefully, and I really believe that, you know, they have a great future ahead of them. So all you have to do is work hard. You know, there's a few people that were upset today who got beat, but that doesn't mean anything as long as you come back stronger, as long as you train harder. But there's a few good kids here. There's another kid who's from the same boxing gym I was from in England. He's fighting in the late evening today. His name is Muhammad Ali, so I'm quite excited to see his fight. But there's so much talent here.
Absolutely, Amir. World-class talent all over at this particular competition. Now, once again, you're a world champion, a two-time professional world boxing champion, but you're no stranger to the amateur game. You're no stranger to AIBA boxing because, once again, you were also a 2004 Olympic silver medalist from the Athens Games. What does it mean for a boxer, whether it be professional or in the amateur ranks, to be crowned as a champion as these guys in these two rings are striving for this week?
Look, it's all about just working hard, really. You know, my ambition was to go to the Olympic Games, which I did. Now, I know this is also Olympic qualifier, so there's gonna be people here who want to go to the Olympics also. But it's all about just working hard. I mean, at the age of 8, when I started to box, my dream was to go to the Olympic Games, and then when I turned professional at the age of 19, I become two-time world boxing champion. So it's all to do with hard work. As long as you work hard, you train hard, and you stay dedicated to the sport of boxing, because boxing is the toughest sport in the world, and you have to respect everyone who jumps in this ring. Whoever comes into this boxing ring, you have to give them respect because it's a very tough job.
Amir, we'll put the spotlight on you for just a moment. Lastly, your name is constantly being thrown out there, linked to huge fights, whether we're talking about a Pacquiao, a Mayweather. Who do you have your eye on, and what can we expect, who can we expect for your next bout?
You know, we wanted the Floyd Mayweather fight, and that didn't happen. I was working on that fight for the last 3 years, and you know, Mayweather didn't give me the fight. But now there's talks about me and Manny Pacquiao. I heard Manny Pacquiao was here a couple of days ago in this place, so you know, that's the fight that we're looking at. I think the Manny Pacquiao fight is a good fight for me, and I want to fight the best fighters in the world. Now, if you want to be the best, you have to fight the best, you know. So that's the reason I want to fight Manny Pacquiao, because I think after Floyd Mayweather, I think it's him.
Amir, thank you so much for your time. Ladies and gentlemen, how about one more large round of applause for 2004 Olympic silver medalist and two-time world professional boxing champion Amir Khan of Great Britain.